Alright then, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome everybody. So guys, we are going to cover price of Pepe short term, and I'm going to give you my price prediction this cycle. So make sure that you are aware of the fact that this is not a financial advice. Now let's hop into the video itself. So before we are going to get into the chart, I would like to show you a couple of different charts on Twitter that I have found. This is an hourly chart provided by Mr. Crypto Light. He's saying that Pepe is rejecting from trendline resistance a strong support at 719 zone. So guys, once we are going to break towards the upside on hourly time frame for this, I do believe that this is definitely going to be a more bullish outlook. Okay, I do believe that we are going to see, well, short squeeze, either, well, pump towards the upside, which is more probable in my opinion, or downside. But let's have a look at the second one, because now Fabricus is saying that Pepe is in a downtrend on a daily chart, approaching the lower boundary of the channel. If this rebounds, it's weak at this level. There is a chance of a volume spike with a quick drop. Consider buying the dip if the volume surges. Be patient and wait. So guys, I do believe that these times are basically, well, good from the standpoint of accumulation for Pepe, because we were in that downtrend before. And I'm not saying that the pump is going to be right away, but I do believe that it's definitely much better time to, well, accumulate Pepe. Not a financial advice, of course, I'm just letting you know what I think, rather than accumulating Pepe in here after it saw spike of, let's say, 2x. So, well, that wouldn't be really very smart move, in my opinion at least. But anyways, shout out to Mr. Lawrence, and he's saying that Pepe is currently testing the upper resistance level of this pattern. In case of a breakout, an 80 to 90% bullish wave for Pepe is anticipated. So guys, let's have a look what is going on my chart. Now we've got a 4-hourly time frame for Pepe, right? So we are in this parallel channel, right, that is going this way. If we are going to delete that and let's say create the channel from, let's say, here, right, as you guys can see, we are in a downtrend at the moment, right? So that technically doesn't really look good, right? So short term, I do believe that we could see, you know, some downside for Pepe, or we could see some break towards the upside for Pepe based on this channel. And that would be the second scenario, in my opinion. That was what happened with Japan very recently. At the moment, you know, Bitcoin is basically not being able to make up its mind, and we are dipping below this strong level of support at 7.528. And now let's have a look at the standpoint of the daily chart for this. Okay, so stochastic RSI is basically showing us that we are, well, exhausting that move, I believe. Let's zoom it in a little bit and let's see. So technically we do have a little bit of room on a daily time frame for stochastic RSI to pump. But if it comes to weekly, guys, so if it comes to weekly stochastic RSI, in my eyes at least, we are, you know, bottoming properly for Pepe. So guys, pain could technically, you know, be for a while for Pepe holders, but sooner or later, I believe, that is going to go towards the upside. All right. So now on a weekly time frame, we've got wick down below that strong level of support, right, on a weekly time frame. So now we do have to wait 13 hours for this candle to close, right? Most likely it is going to close red, but heck, everything is possible in this market, so let's see. But guys, if it's not going to go, let's say, into, well, this level, right, let me just mark it on the chart, right, that is, let's say, another level of support for Pepe, right, or in here, right, but we got supported by this level already. All right, so if we would go towards the downside, I mean, if Pepe would go towards the downside, we could see the first dump of, let's say, 20% and then 37. Well, I don't necessarily believe that this is going to happen, all right, because second scenario is that we are going to see, you know, bullish momentum towards the upside, then hopefully continuation towards the upside, as long as, you know, everything is going according to the plan and we are going, you know, towards, you know, higher highs in this cycle, right? But let's have a look at different charts to actually determine of where we are in this cycle, right? That is total crypto market cap, that is excluding top 10 on a weekly time frame. So guys, this is what is brewing at the moment, right? We are still in that handle formation that, you know, well, basically is getting bigger and bigger, but we still haven't smashed through that level of resistance that leads us back in here, not mentioning about all-time highs, well, previous all-time highs for peak of, you know, the previous cycle. So guys, we still do have a lot of time because we still haven't entered that, you know, wide rectangle of happiness. And also guys, from the standpoint of dominance, as I was mentioning in a previous cycle, we had very similar drop, right? Huge drop towards the downside, and now we are experiencing exactly the same, right? So that green candle on a weekly could potentially be that spike towards the upside for altcoins or not, right? This is something that we are going to find out, right? But if we are going to go towards that level of support, technically we could see 8 to 9% of dump, right? If we are going to retest this level as a support. Well, I don't think that this is going to happen. I do believe that we have bottomed out, but heck, let's see. Other charts are going to help us to determine of where we are at with BTC and overall market. So please make sure that you guys pay attention, right? So Mr. Marx is basically saying that Bitcoin loading up for another bullish breakout, and the target is 91,000. So nothing really has changed. And Mr. Prof is also saying that all this drama in the BTC chart looks like this. You can listen to all the bears, or you can swim against the tide. Those who have already done this in 2022 have been highly profitable. Exactly guys, because we saw much bigger dumps for BTC, right? So this is basically what was happening in 2022, right? We had this accumulation zone for BTC and people were already very profitable in here, right? But of course you have to put a lot of money towards BTC, you know, considering the fact of how huge BTC's market cap actually is. But anyways, shout out to Mr. Mickey Bull Crypto, and this is a monthly chart, right? Orders versus BTC. So he's saying that TDS just flashed a buy signal on the monthly chart of the altcoin season indicator. This likely indicates macro bottom indeed. So guys, as I was referring towards, you know, this chart, I do believe that this is the end, or we are very, very close towards the end, right? So if altcoins are actually going to go back to its previous high, we are going to see 13.6% in terms of dominance. And now guys, from the perspective of Ichimoku analysis, BTC just closed a candle above Tenkan red, and it's now eyeing a Kijin blue reclaim. Meanwhile, the MACD has crossed bullish on the daily. So guys, I do believe that this is a bullish signal, all right? Because we are still trading above these blue and red Ichimoku analysis lines, all right? And we also got crossover on a MACD which flashed green, all right? This is bullish if you ask me. And now shout out to Trader Tardigrade, and this is 3 daily chart for ETH and RSI. So Mr. Trader Tardigrade is saying that Ethereum RSI has gone down to oversold zone, and synchronizing with the ascending support trend line on price, ETH is about to bounce out from here. So guys, everything is basically showing, well, on all of these charts, that we are closer to the bottom than never, right? Of course, could we see another bit of pain? Yes, we technically could, but I do believe that, you know, this is very close to over. But anyways guys, let's talk about longer term for Pepe and my personal price prediction for Pepe, right? So let's have a look. We've got $3.1 billion if it comes to market cap, right? And if we are going to, let's say, be very conservative at the moment, and let's say could see Pepe trading at 75 billion in terms of market cap evaluation at the peak of this cycle, and that is significantly lower than Doge, because Doge saw around 19, but let's say we are going to divide it by 3.1 at the moment, and Pepe could see technically 24x of, you know, very healthy upside, right? Could it be 50 billion? Could it be more? Could it be 75? I do believe that all of it is possible, considering the fact that Pepe is a blue chip crypto that is built on Ethereum that haven't experienced its flows from ETFs, because, you know, that ETF was approved not that long ago, right? So I do believe that we still do have time, and the best times to accumulate, well, crypto, in my personal humble opinion, were probably here, right? But second best time is probably in that area when we are consolidating. Ladies and gents, thank you very much for watching this quick update. I hope that you guys enjoyed, and I wish you have a great day. Peace and love, crypto.